Hey guys, Ross Givens here with the Insider Report. I've just issued 2 brand new buy alerts to all of our Insider Report members. 2 fresh stock recommendations we just sent out a couple hours ago here Friday morning, and I want to make a quick video to let you know about them. Now, if you hear some background noise, I apologize. I'm having the kitchen cabinets refinished, and they're just running sanders around the clock here, but hopefully it doesn't get in the way because I really wanted to share this information with you. Now, the 2 stocks I recommended couldn't be more different. The first is a very cheap stock. It's trading for $1 a share, and I recommended a call option to go with it for just 13 cents a contract. That's $13 per call option. So for $130, you could buy 10 of these things, and the opportunity is really explosive. Now, that stock was $20 a year ago. It's now $1. It was a quarter back in April, and it's already up, 300% over the last 30 days or so, and I'm expecting several hundred more percent on the upside. Now, it's a riskier play, but the payout, the upside potential is several 100%, so I believe it's worth the risk in that position. Now, the other stock's a much safer play. That's the one I want to tell you about right now. Here's the chart you're looking at. It's a daily chart, and this is a small banking stock, a little kind of regional Texas bank. And notice how it's been in a consolidation pattern for all of, basically from mid-March till now, from the bottom of this, COVID sell-off. And look how it just began to break out there just 2 days ago. Now, when you dial in on this volume chart, see how it broke out on the right side, pulled right back down, and we let it pull down here to this little volume node, find some buyers, and then push back up this morning. So we recommend this thing around 1960-ish or so. Again, about an hour ago. Fresh pick, still got plenty of time to get in this one. And let me show you why technically I love this setup. Now, dialed in, it looks like, the stock's up 20% or so over the last few weeks. But when you step back and see this chart over maybe a 2-year view, look at this volume profile here. This is a textbook double distribution setup. Now, what that means is the profile on the right, you've got 2 just big kind of bell shapes going out there. And what that means is these 2 areas are areas of price acceptance where the market has agreed to do business, where buyers and sellers are actively stepping in to trade this stock, and they've established these as fair prices. So, for all of 2019, early 2020, you see that level is between about $28 and $31 a share, right up there in that big bell curve. Well, we got the sell-off starting in late February through mid-March. As all stocks did, the stock came down here, found acceptance around the $17 mark. It built that base and is just now beginning to break out. We got the breakout, had it pull back to a little bit of volume, and we're riding this thing out. Now, this is exciting because normally with these types of setups, you get a pretty quick move back to previous acceptance. Now, as I said, it's a small banking stock. I've dug through their financials. I dug through their most recent filings. It's a solid company fundamentally. They're not losing money. They're growing revenues. It's a small bank. It's not, JP Morgan. It's not Goldman's. They're not worried about their credit default swaps or anything crazy. This is a mom and pop bank that lends money and issues mortgages and doesn't have the kind of risks that the big banks do. So my expectation is this stock fairly quickly returns to its previous acceptance of around $29. So, do the math. There's no volume here, so it's likely to just kind of blow through this thin area as it returns to the $29 and $30 mark. If you buy a stock at 20, it quickly pops to 29 or 30. Doesn't take a mathematician to realize you got a 45 to 50% gain on the stock fairly quickly, and with options, that could be several 100%. So that's the trade I'm looking at right now. Next week, I'll tell you about the other stock, but I would encourage you to go ahead and sign up for the Insider Report. Get my bonus report. It's got all the details on these stocks, the full write-ups, the ticker symbols, all the research, which insiders are buying, which reminds me I forgot to show you which insiders are buying and why I got into the stock in the first place. So this is it. Here's the cluster buy we've seen in the stock. Now, it started in the middle of March. See all these members of the board down here buying for $200,000, $1.4 million, $400,000. And then in May, they fired back up. We have 3 directors. The last one bought just a couple days ago for $200, $250, $260. We've even got a general counsel buy, which if you've seen my training, you know it's one of my favorite buy triggers, because the general counsel, the company lawyer, they tend to be fairly risk-averse people, if you know any attorneys. Nothing wrong with that, but you just don't see a lot of activity from the general counsel. So when it's an opportunity that's just too good for even them to pass up, it's usually a really good sign if you got the safest, most conservative guy at the company going, I can't take it. Here's half a year's salary. I'm going to ride this thing up. So really excited about this play. Even more excited about the one tomorrow. The other stock I'll talk about next week. Again, it's $1 stock. I recommended a call option with it. It's 13 cents per contract. So it's $13 per option. So no matter how small your account is, you can buy 10 of these call options for $130. And if we get a move from the dollar to $3 or $4, like it's very, very likely and very possible, you're talking about seeing an option go up as much as 1,000%. So you can see a really nice, quick, big gain out of that one if it works out. So we have a slightly riskier play that's got a huge several 100% upside on the stock. And we've got a more conservative play here that I think is almost a shoe-in for a quick 40 or 50% gain on the stock. Now, if you want to learn about these, all about them, including all of my research, all the data, all the insider information, the ticker symbol, it's all included in the bonus report for all new members of the Insider Report. So if you want to learn more about it, including our entire methodology, how I do this research, how I find these stocks, where you can dig into this insider data, click the link below this video. Watch our on-demand training course. You'll learn all the secrets behind insider trading and how we've been able to so consistently hand our members these big, quick stock and option gains. So take a look at the video, enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you next week.